on kitty time.
Nightcap is a place to go. Nightcap, so you don't feel alone. Nightcap, yeah! Pour a drink, dirty or virgin. Common water, or whiskey or gin. Nightcap, you don't have to be coy. Nightcap, here's Ricky and Joy.
Hello. That's not me. This is me. Hello and welcome to Nightcap, the bi-weekly web show consisting of two friends unwinding with the topics that make us hot. Hot. My name is Richard Pucci and I have water in my glass. It's a high cat glass. And here's Miss Joy. I'm a real online personality YouTuber. Nickens.
Hello.
Hello, Joy. Oh, man. Oh, man. All right. I'm just going to take it away. I saw Miss Joy during the break.
Yeah.
She was in the area. And,
Okay.
she was in the area. And so she stopped by and finally got to see my apartment.
Yes, it did.
Was it okay?
Yeah. It looks exactly like how you advertised it and how it looks right now.
Yes. Spacious.
It is truly spacious.
Spacious. That's my microphone. Yes. So very spacious. Very nice. It's a nice home.
Yeah.
I will keep it.
Oh, good.
I have to keep it because of things like a lease.
Exactly. I was hoping you'd say that.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I'm not one for breaking the lease of things. So, yes. So Joy came over and gave me this amazing comic book, which I've yet to read. Well, actually, it's like a crap ton of them. And they are it's like the murder mystery Catwoman comics.
Mm-hmm.
And like just the stylistically, I'm just like, I'm all about them. And I can't wait to get inside of them. Yes, because Catwoman is so feisty. Though, just from this cover alone, her bodice, it's a little Wonder Woman-esque.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Like, that's a little Wonder Woman-esque. And also
but she's serving it.
It's so weird to see Selena Kyle with like long hair. I'm used to her having hair like me currently.
Maybe it's a wig, like a fake wig.
I hope it is. I like the short trestles of hair Catwoman has. Well, who knows? Maybe it's because of the Batman movie. Like the Anne Hathaway. With her long trestles. Long trestles of hair. Hello, whoever's watching. Most likely Rodney. Excuse me.
Oh my. I didn't really trust Anne Hathaway when it came to Catwoman, but I mean she seemed okay.
Yeah, she's somebody you just gotta love to hate, that Anne Hathaway.
Oh yeah.
Speaking of love to hate, sorry, I'm holding the microphone.
Yeah, I'm like, what is that?
It's the microphone that hooks up to my headset that I use when I play video games. Because the cord for the Yeti is too short. Rodney! I don't know. Do either of you know what Pluto TV is? Because it's amazing and I love it more than life.
Is it free TV?
Yes, it's free TV, and I've been watching Pluto TV since Kevin Pereira's podcast. He interviewed the guys that like worked on it. So it was back when they were in like super previews of Pluto TV and they were just advertising it. And Viacom just bought Pluto TV. And that makes me very sad.
Oh, because it ain't going to be free no more.
It's probably going to be free. It's probably just going to be really crappy. But it could be good because with them taking on Pluto TV, the Viacom properties might be more easily accessible to them.
I don't know anything about Pluto TV.
It takes the best well, it's a good thing that you said that you don't know anything about Pluto TV. It takes the best videos from the internet and chunks it into time slots. So, like, let's say you like cat videos, there's a cat channel, and let's say you only like big cats. At like 6 o'clock, there might be big cat hour, and then afterwards, it'll be like cat, like small cats, or like just kitten hour. But
Is this like turning the internet into a TV subscribe, like a cable subscriber kind of?
yes, it's taking internet videos as we know it and chunking it into time slots. That way you can just like put it on and be like, oh, like I'm like, it's one of those things I like. I always put Pluto TV on when I have like people over, like for like a party or like a game night or something. Like they have music channels. So they have like regular music channels, which I use that at my job a lot. And then they also have like Mystery Science Theater, the original run of the show. That's like an entire channel. Sometimes one of the pop stations will have like Flava of Love, New York Gets to Work. Like they'll have stuff like that. So Rodney says that on his NVIDIA Shield, he was he was watching it sometimes. So I like the fail channels, which just takes all the compilations of fails, like best fails of July 2018, and like takes all those videos, and so that way you can just like put it on and you don't have to like be scrolling and searching and waiting for it. So I don't know. And then they get revenue from advertisements. So I don't know. I like Pluto TV. I hope they don't screw it up because I like the service. Oh, they even have like old like cartoons.
From how old?
Like some stuff from the 70s, some stuff from 80s. And 90s, they had the Sabrina the animated series.
Okay.
Little time slot. Like they have like before school shows, after school shows, Saturday morning cartoons. Rodney says that he watched the Care Bears movie on it 2 weeks ago.
Oh my god.
Because they also have like video on demand as well. And that's how I've watched like Clue with my residents like 3 times. I love the movie Clue.
Never seen it.
Oh my gosh. And that was one of the things that me and Cupid bonded over when I told him that.
Never played it.
Oh my gosh. We love Clue. Yes, that's a brilliant movie. And Clue is one of my go-to movies for my residents because like there's murder. It's funny because like anybody could watch it and I feel like they shouldn't be scared. Okay, enough with Viacom. What's new with you, Joy?
I went to a comic book festival last weekend. It was nice. It was the 7th annual Black Comic Book Festival. I bought some comics, and I've been binging Netflix for the past couple days.
Have you been watching the Lifetime show that went crazy on Netflix?
The Fire Festival? No. What are you talking about?
You.
Oh no. No, I didn't watch that.
Oh my gosh.
It's everywhere, but I just won't see it.
Wait, why not?
No, because it's everywhere. Like I have to watch it after it's like not popular.
Oh my gosh. I have been watching it. It's so good. And it's crazy because it came out in like months ago on Lifetime and nobody saw it. And then it came out on Netflix and like it's like an explosion.
Yeah, my coworkers are telling me about it, but I read the brief little summary about it and I was like, oh, this doesn't sound like me. Like this does not sound like something I like.
It's from the creator of the guy that did Riverdale.
Oh, and I stopped Riverdale too. Like I just stopped watching that show. Like I want to watch it more, but I haven't.
It's
Oh,
good.
also, side note, my anniversary with Baby passed, and she got me the PlayStation Classic.
Yay!
So I have to play more games, but I'm also trying to do a bunch of other stuff too. So,
Okay, question.
mm.
Can you have they hacked it that way you can put ROMs on it yet?
Oh, I don't know. I haven't Googled anything about it. I just hooked it up and then turned it on and then started playing some stuff and then turned it off and then haven't
And
played it again.
did it come with Parappa?
No, it did not.
Okay, I'm looking that up. I will. PS Classic.
It came with 20 games, 15 of which I had no idea what
Really?
it was a lot of them I didn't know. Like I'm not gonna say 15 out of 20, but honestly, like there's some I heard of and never played, and then there's ones that definitely I've heard of and played, but most of them I was like, what is this?
All right. It looks like they are able to, if you have a thumb drive, you can hack it using a thumb drive.
I guess.
Yes.
I mean, but I have a PlayStation 3 that can play PlayStation 1 and 2 games, so I really don't want to hack it at the moment. I mean, if I have a reason to, sure, I will call somebody or ask somebody, but for now, I'm fine with it being the way it is. I'm really excited to play Wild Arms. I think that's like that game, and the Revelations Persona game is like the game I want to play currently.
Oh, and like when I like looked it up, when I looked it up, it was like they were talking about the lackluster list of like the games.
Mm-hmm.
Right? It says the PlayStation Classic was a great idea that was disappointingly executed. Not surprisingly, hackers have been hard at work trying to crack the novelty console, as they've done with NES Classic and SNES Classic.
Yeah.
All right. So I'm keeping my fingers crossed because if they can figure out a way to hack it, and if I can get Parappa and Jamalami,
Oh Jesus.
Shut up. I love Jamalami.
Oh God.
And if I can get some Tomb Raider games on there,
Mm.
especially that Tomb Raider 2. I think, wait, did we discuss this on the web show before about
I think we
how,
did.
yeah, and like trying to like lock up the butler inside of the freezer?
Mm-hmm. And he's just like, ooh, ooh, like as he's standing behind you.
Yeah.
And that was Tomb Raider 3 for me. I don't know. I never played Tomb Raider 1 or 2.
Oh, I also loved the Tomb Raider Revelations. I didn't even finish it. I just like the beginning opening sequence where you get to play as like baby Lara Croft and she has two pigtails as opposed to a ponytail. I don't know why. I just thought it was so cute.
Today on a podcast, I'm going to shout out a podcast. New player has joined. Their episode today was actually Parappa the Rapper. And they did talk about Jammer Lammy.
No way. Nobody.
So serious.
That makes me so happy because I feel like nobody, like everybody knows Parappa.
Yeah. But no, that it was the guy that brought up the game. The two hosts for the show, they did ask him what game spawned from Parappa the Rapper, and he had no idea. And they mentioned it. And it was so funny because I was like, I know these games and have them. This is ridiculous. Yeah. So yeah.
Yeah. Wait, you never beat Jamalami, right?
Yes, I did.
Wait, did you play all the Parappa levels?
I forced no. I beat the game. I didn't want to play it again to get to the Parappa levels. I was no.
No. After you beat the game once, then that unlocks Parappa levels.
Oh no, I didn't want to play it again.
It's all the same songs, but with Parappa.
No, I didn't want to do that. I just played Parappa the Rapper instead after I beat Jammer Lammy. I was like, I cannot, because I forced myself so hard to beat that game. I was like, good, I never want to play this again. And then I played Parappa.
Okay. The lady that's like the singing lady, the only way to beat her level is if you drop to okay, like 2 verses beforehand. Because if you are at good, automatically it drops you down no matter what you do. If you're good or bad, it drops you down.
Mm.
And it'll automatically kick you to okay. So you got to be at okay. That way you can do good and then move up. Otherwise, you'll never get through the level.
Yeah, that doesn't sound fun at all.
Yeah, I've played it so many times. I know that it's actually impossible. If you hit it perfectly, it still doesn't go through. It's like glitched.
Oh, that's awful.
I know. Rodney was wondering if we've played the RE2 demo, and I'm guessing that means Resident Evil 2 demo.
No, have not played it. Probably will not play it.
Wait a minute. I have a question. Is that a reboot or is that a I was about to say refurbished. Remastered version of Resident Evil 2?
I believe it's remastered because
he said remake.
or there we go, remake. Yeah, I heard people talking about it last week and I was like, ooh, Resident Evil 2? Yeah, I'm good. I don't need that. And just left it alone.
I feel like I could. Because I played Rodney watched me play Resident Evil 7. I think that was Resident Evil. I played it during a snow day.
Okay.
It was so much fun. I screamed a lot. That's actually on YouTube's.
Watch it. Everyone go watch it. Watch it.
I know, and I didn't even have the PlayStation camera, so it was just my voice. So poor Rodney didn't get a chance to see me looking like a wuss because I was completely hidden under blankets.
Oh my god! I was
so scared. It was so much fun. It was so much fun. You should, for a weekend. When I have a weekend off and you have a weekend off, you should just come over here. We could play scary games together. Finally, I could play Outlast.
Yeah, right? Me too.
I bought the Outlast collection because of Rodney. Did you do that too?
I did. And then was so chicken shit to not play it. I was like,
I haven't been playing games. I just used my PlayStation for the first time ever in 2 months.
Oh my god, yeah, we're slacking. We're slacking here.
Yeah. I don't know what happened. I feel like when you're a kid, you have all the time in the world to do stuff. And then when you're an adult, I'm just I'm so tired. I have 2 haircuts that I have to do on Thursday.
Oh, man.
At vastly different times. The one's at 10, the other's at 4 o'clock, and they're in the same area. Yeah.
So you're just free.
Oh,
but not free.
Huh?
It's like you're free.
No, not free.
No.
I'm getting paid. Oh, Rodney's birthday is tomorrow. Happy birthday, Rodney.
Oh my God, Rodney.
Happy birthday to Rodney. He's going to work though. We can't sing the real song because we don't have dough.
Yay! Happy birthday, Rodney.
To ya.
Happy birthday,
dear Rodney. Yeah. Yay. Or as my brother would say, another year closer to dying. Oh, you're starting to cut out a little bit, Joy.
I know. I feel like it's slowing down, and I don't know why. I'm sorry, y'all.
Oh, I wonder if it's me. I'm on optimum Wi-Fi.
Oh no!
If I switch it, it's gonna turn it off for a sec, right? But it'll fix it.
Oh yeah, don't. No, leave it alone.
Okay. You know that Family Guy thing? Okay, good luck. the lady that's like
Okay.
switching lanes. That's how I feel. Okay, wait. Okay. Joy, you'll
It's
be
okay
solo for a
now.
second.
Oh, okay. Uh-oh. Oh, oh no.
Look,
You're back.
that wasn't that bad
Yeah, you're
at
back.
all.
I like it.
Yeah. Yeah.
You here.
Okay. I fixed it.
I turned on my PlayStation, what was it? Yesterday, Sunday? Sunday.
Mhm.
But the only reason why I turned it on was because I wanted to look up something for near automata. And I watched like a half-hour video of someone explaining it to me for beginners, like people who've never played it and stuff. And I was like, oh no, I made this decision to start playing this game, and now I need to like stick with it. And apparently there's different routes and stuff. And I was like, oh, this makes me not want to play the game now. I don't want to do it.
Oh. Oh wait. Did we talk about Bandersnatch?
I don't think so, but I did watch that.
Okay, yeah. I beat Bandersnatch too.
You beat it, or did it basically tell you what to do?
I'm trying to think of what my first death sequence was. My first death sequence was from like cutting up my dad's dead body. So I think that was like a real ending.
Was it?
That was a real ending, and the reason why I say that was a real ending was because it was still released and I went to jail. I feel like there's like the good ending, the bad ending. Oh no. That wasn't even the jail one. My first ending was like the kid, like the guy's daughter, like after I went to jail, they remade the game again, and that was what you were playing.
You went to jail and then you remade the game.
Yes. So you know how Pearl, the little girl, the guy that makes video games all the time?
Yeah.
You remember how he had like a daughter and a wife? Like
Mm,
like at the end of one of the end sequences, like I went to jail, the game wasn't a hit, and then like nowadays, this girl who was a little baby during the storyline, she was remaking the game Bandersnatch now, and she had like the map of all the choices you could make, just like the guy, and you could tell it was driving her insane.
I didn't get any of that.
Oh, I I played it until I couldn't play it anymore.
That's what I thought I did, but wow, that is not what I got.
Oh, maybe it's because the one run through when he was like, "Who is this?" I was like, "Netflix."
I did that too, but it after a while it just made me feel like they were only giving me choices, like forcefully giving me choices, not so much doing what I want to do, because whatever I was doing was wrong. And it just took me back to like, who are you? I know you can hear me. What is this? And I was like, I already picked Netflix, so I guess I have to do the symbols now. Like this is
Yeah,
Did
yeah.
you pick that dude to die? Like when you guys were on the roof? I mean, on the balcony?
No, I picked the other. It's funny. Me and John Ray, we like split the choices up, and he was like, "Oh, I want the other guy to die." So we picked that, even though in my head I was like, "Oh, if we jump, it's not going to matter." Like, I'm like, it's the same reason why when they asked about the job, like, "Oh, do you want to take the do you want to work with us or not?" I was like, my first go around, I was like, "No."
Oh, I said yes.
I said no because
sucked.
I was like, "No." I'm like, "I don't want to take the job." And I was like, "Because I want them to give me a better offer." I'm like, it's probably a trap. I'm like, I was like, I was like, mm-mm.
Oh, I did it. And then it was stupid because then they're like, the game's a failure. You suck. And then they made me do it again. They're like, so do you want the offer? And I was like, well, of course I'm going to say no now because you already told me what happens when I say yes.
Yeah, yeah. Um, I watched right before that sequence of events of Bandersnatch coming out. I actually finally finished all of Black Mirror.
Oh, yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
my God. You know what episode I loved more than I thought? I thought that I was gonna love it.
The dating one.
No, I knew I was gonna love that one. John Ray was like, "You gotta see that one," and I saw it, and I was like, "Oh," I was like, "That's
Which
so cute."
which one did you like?
I really, and it sounds weird because I don't even think it's like a true Black Mirror episode. I really liked. Of course, now I can't remember the name of it. That should just be the name of the podcast. It's called I don't remember the name of it.
What was happening in it?
The pigs.
The pigs.
No, the dogs. Like the roof. The dogs that were
Oh,
eating the people.
what? You mean the machines, the robots, the black
Yes, the
robots
robot dogs. No,
when
the
the lady
robot
was running
dogs.
around for no freaking reason and the things was going after her?
Yes.
Oh, I hated that one.
I
Oh my
loved that
God.
episode
Oh,
so
I
much.
hated it.
And
Still
it's
do now.
and it's funny because my residents, they were like my coworker was like, "How about we have something that the men can watch?" And they were like, "We want to see action." So there was nail painting at the front, and then in the back, the men were watching the TV. And so I put
Mm.
that episode on, and it's so funny because there's this one lady that was watching, and she was like,
Mm.
sh- run! You should run now!"
Oh
And
my God.
they loved it. Like the four people that were watching were really watching.
Mm.
And then when she died, the lady was like, no, no, that is not right. I was like, what? And she was like, I thought she was gonna live. I was like,
Yo, I hated that episode because she died
oh,
over a goddamn teddy bear. I was like, that's so stupid. Like
I love.
I know why she did it, but still, I was like, this is stupid.
Oh, and especially because like you think that it's gonna be like this like piece of technology that's going to change the world, or maybe they needed water resources or something. Like, no. I loved it.
I'm trying to remember now because it's been like I guess a year now, or it's been a while since I've seen those episodes of Black Mirror, so
Hey.
I can't think which ones
Oh
off
wait,
the
so
top is my favorite.
Lucas Carpenter jumped in and said, "Yo, yo, hello, acknowledge me." Um,
Hi, what's up?
hi.
The only one I remember now is the last one, the museum.
You know what? I'm trying to think. Did I like Black Museum? I liked it. I liked White Christmas better. And
White
I
Christmas.
Yes, and I feel like they have to be linked.
What was White Christmas again?
It's funny, both episodes were very similar. Um, White Christmas was the one where the gentlemen were stuck in the in the little cookie in the winter.
Oh, that was the one with John Hamm in it.
Yes, and how he like ended up incriminating himself.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
that joke
so
was
good.
crazy.
Yeah, I feel like I I feel like that was less of a stretch.
That one, my favorite part of that entire thing that I can remember is when the girl, Jesus, I'm trying to sum it up the best way I can. Okay, so when you find out that the little girl is half white, half Asian, or whatever the heck, she's half Asian because that lady had sex with an Asian dude and she didn't want her man to
Yeah,
find out, so she blotted his child from his memory, or he couldn't physically see
he
her.
was
Like that was
blocked.
effed
Yep.
up.
Yeah.
That was so effed up. But yeah,
Yep.
that was a good one.
Hmm.
Spoilers, obviously. Too
Yeah.
late.
Oh yeah. No, no, no. I feel like because like both of those episodes were kind of like
Heavy to
they
me.
were like 90 minutes and they were anthologies of like three different stories inside this big overarching one.
Mm-hmm.
Um Black Mirror was good. Oh, Monkey loves you. Monkey needs a hug.
Yo, yeah, that was kind of crazy because at first I was like, this is a doll. All right. But then when it was like really like when you find out why it's saying, I was like, oh, this is effed up. Like, oh no. Ah.
I just thought it was hysterical how they were talking, how the guy was like, yeah, to think. They said that it's inhumane because they need to at least have like they need to have at least 5 communication codes in order to for it to be considered humane. Like, why don't
Mm-hmm.
oh, and I can't delete it because that's illegal now too. Just like
Mm-hmm.
so this lady is like,
Just
they could transport that person's soul into something else.
right. I was like, there's so much technology. I'm sure in that universe they could have just transferred her soul into some type of other android body robot thing.
Yeah.
Excuse me, but then they were like, nah, she's good.
Yeah. There were a lot of really good. I loved Nosedive.
Nosedive.
That was the rating system.
The one with the girl, her name is Bryce something
Yes.
something.
Yes.
Oh, I didn't like that one.
Oh, I
I liked
loved
it, but I
it.
didn't like it.
Well, that's because it was a little too close.
Yeah, I felt with her. Well, I didn't like her initially, and of course, towards the end of it, I was like, oh, okay, yeah, she's good now. Like I like this one. But before I was like, oh, this rating system and everyone's so desperate for likes and all this other stuff. Like I understand the correlation, but I still was like, ugh, I don't like this episode.
Yeah. No, I would be a trucker lady. I would be the trucker lady.
My favorite, hands down, to for all of them is still White Bear. Like that one still gives me like the heebie-jeebies.
Oh, yeah.
White Bear to me was so intricate that I was like, oh, this is great. Like this is the kind that's the kind of stories I like when you think it's one thing and then they unfold the whole story in front of you and how sick it is that they're doing all that stuff, but still like, nah, she deserved it. Like that's what you get, you stupid woman.
Yeah.
So that one is my favorite. Besides the pig part, like the pig thing. Even though that's what got me hooked, I was like, oh no, but this white bear thing.
Speaking of the pig thing, I called that ending.
Oh,
I
you
ca-
did?
I did. I was like, they're all going to be watching TV, and he's not even going to need to do it.
Yeah.
I was like, because that's the nature of it, and that's literally what happened.
Oh yeah. I was shocked. Like, but in a good way. Like, oh well, I mean, he's taking it for the team, but his wife is never gonna sleep with him again. Like that is, uh,
Mm,
it's
I don't-
everywhere.
this just turned into like a Black Mirror recap group.
Pretty much, and I haven't seen it in a while. But Bandersnatch overall, I think, could have been a lot better.
Yeah, I would prefer. I can't wait until like the regular season comes out.
Yeah.
Like that I wouldn't say a swing and a miss. Oh, sorry. Um. Oh, you know what I was really disappointed about, Rodney? You'll love this. With my super expensive Apple TV, I couldn't watch Bandersnatch.
Oh yeah, no, 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 nope.
I was so not happy.
Yeah, Baby and I had to watch it on our individual iPads. So we sat next to each other and we played it together at the same time and made decisions in real time. And most of them in the beginning were the same decisions. And I was like, okay, baby, we're making the same decisions. Like we can't.
Yeah.
So yeah, we ended up just like trying veering off into our own thing. But yeah.
Yeah. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. I had to like I plugged in my PlayStation. I like got the update. I had to wait like like an hour, not an hour, probably like 20 minutes for the update. Then it had to install, and then it like I unplugged it incorrectly. So I like that. I was like, oh, I just need to watch the thing. Yeah, I don't know. Bandersnatch, I liked it. And it made me have a better appreciation for Annie Lennox. Annie
Who's
Lennox
that?
was the song selection that I picked for the Now music compilation.
Oh, yeah, I did that one too. I picked that one.
Like the heavens miss the rain. That was the
I do
song,
know
right?
that song,
Yeah.
but I was just like, I'm so happy I picked that instead.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I was very excited. I listened to that for 2 days after the fact.
Oh gosh.
Bandersnatch. Oh,
Yeah.
it was the thing.
The things that I watched after that was the Fire Festival documentary and the Dogs documentary on so both things on Netflix, and then I didn't finish it, I don't believe, but the very British problems. I like watching that.
Did they bring up Brexit?
No, they didn't. Not yet. That's probably the next season. The next series of their problems will be Brexit.
And
But for
it'll be
now,
everything related to Brexit because
oh,
Brexit
of
isn't a
course,
small problem.
no. The last episode that I'm on is about when British people go on holiday.
Ooh.
All the problems before, during, and after the holiday.
Oh man.
But I'm sure that not obviously not everyone feels this way, and these don't reflect the views of all British people. I just like watching, other comedians and actors and regular people just talk about how British people are. I just
Yeah.
find it hilarious.
Oh, so is it like stuff white people like?
Kind of. It's more like the people that are on there that are interviewed and talk about, obviously most of them are British, but like one is like American and one is, I think, Canadian.
Okay.
So they have a kind of skewed view of British people, and they just talk about how it relates to their lives and how they're like, yeah, compared to our American cousins, we Brits don't like this, but we do like this, but we say we don't. Like they're funny and complicated and just so themselves. So yeah, I like watching that.
Oh. And Rodney says Annie Lennox is amazing. I concur. I love Annie Lennox. I fell in love with her when she came out with the Annie Lennox compilation album, and I remember seeing the commercials for it, and I was like, I like that song. So that is on my Spotify. Annie Lennox, the very best of. She's got the white hair. She's got the white hair, and she's like,
How's her name spelled out? Anne, Ann.
ANNIELENNOX.
Okay, because I'm pretty sure then I've seen her name, but I just never looked it up.
Oh yeah, yeah. And she was part of the Rhythmics.
Okay.
So that's Sweet Dreams Are Made of These.
Who am I to disagree?
Yes. And then Ronnie says that woman has some soul too. Have you heard the newer album where she does all of the like older songs? Oh, that's really good. That's now I have to look up the title of it in case you have Apple Music, which I know you don't. Sorry.
No, I do. No, I do have Apple Music.
Or Spotify. Annie Lennox.
Wait, I do have Apple Music.
Oh no, I was talking to Rodney. Oh look, here's
like,
look. Wait, look. It's exactly what I said. Blonde hair, hands up.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm so happy that was ingrained into my oh, it's called nostalgia. Yes, if you like listening to some soul, like Annie Lennox Soulful, the Nostalgia album from 2014, Really, really, really good.
Okay.
She's so good. I love her. She covers Memphis in June, Georgia on My Mind, I Put a Spell on You, Summertime, Strange Fruit, God Bless the Child, September in the Rain, I Can Dream, Can't I? That is probably one of my favorites on the album. I Can Dream, Can't I? Really good. Yes, love her. She's so good, and she's so like Bowie-esque.
Oh, poor him. I miss him being alive.
Right? Yes.
David Bowie.
Oh, right. And then Rodney says, watch her Grammys performance from a few years ago. Will do. Look at that. Sharing our love of Annie Lennox, which is one of those names that you don't hear very often. Like you
No.
don't really hear people talking about her. That's because only people with taste.
Oh.
There's no accounting for taste, ladies and gentlemen. All right. You want to hear what Cupid did?
Yeah, Robin.
Cupid made a crumb cake because he's trying to make me fat.
Oh, crumb cake.
He made a crumb cake and he also made. What did he make? Oh! Right. So for dinner, I just bought a waffle maker from Target. It's like this tiny little waffle maker. It makes like waffles like this big. Mm-hmm. And it was $10 and it's really cute. So we got some chicken and waffles.
Chicken and waffles.
Oh my gosh, it was so good. And the chicken is from like Trader Joe's. It's like the pre-breaded like chicken tender. But like whenever I make, like there are times that I'm like eating all by myself. Yeah. I will put like 3 of those inside of the oven and like make a baked potato and make, a vegetable and like, cause they're good. They're not like crappy chicken anything. They're really good. Yes, it does look good, Rodney. Rodney says that it looks good. Yes.
Yeah, they look adorable.
There was only one downside, and that is we didn't know how long it would take for the waffles to be made. So I would say next time, put the chicken tenders on for the 15 minutes and then flip them for the next 15 minutes. Start making the waffles at the start of the flip. Because like I'm like one of those like crazy people. I'm like, my food needs to be burning my mouth off.
Oh, you need it to be hot.
Yes. So I think he ended up like putting the waffles like inside of the oven to like keep them warm. But that would have been the only thing. So I'm like, I want to taste blood when I eat.
Oh, I do not.
Yeah, I constantly like the roof of my mouth is constantly in shards, like just like no. Oh, okay. Like
that's just you, sweetie. I didn't know.
Yeah, when I go to a wedding, I always wish that there was a microwave in the back of the wedding that I could just like pop my food in for like an extra like 90 seconds.
Oh no.
Yeah.
No.
Every time like if I were to get married, a requirement would be like I need access to your microwave.
So I can reheat all the food.
Yes. No, I'm so serious. Like I will tell a waitress. I will say, listen, I love this restaurant and it's great. Whenever the mashed potatoes come out, they are lukewarm.
Mm-hmm.
Can you please, like, I'm asking you because it's something that always happens. Can you just like stick it in the microwave for like 2 minutes? Like I need it to be hot. And if like you're good and if you let them know beforehand, like, listen, I'm kind of a pain in the ass, but this is exactly what I want. Please do it. Mm-hmm. They are pretty good. They are pretty good. So I've done that before. And I've tipped them well. Them well.
For helping you out.
For pressing the beep, beep, boop.
No, but I do get very angry if my food is also lukewarm or straight up about to be cold. I'm like, oh no, no.
Yeah.
I don't
And
like.
like I feel like when you're younger, like in your younger teens, I don't know if Rodney can relate. In your younger 20s, like your food will come out and you'll be like, "Oh, this is like not what this is kind of not what I wanted," or like this is like on the brink of being cold, but like I'm just so hungry right now, I'm going to eat it. Like once
Yeah.
you hit a certain point in life, you're like, "How much money am I paying for this?" No,
Hmm.
I want the experience that I thought I was going to get.
Yeah. And you're like, I can afford for this food to not be cold. Do it again.
Yeah, it's like I don't care how hungry I am. I want. I would like what I want the way I want it. But you can't say I want it. You have to say I would like. That seems less passive aggressive. Or it's more passive aggressive but less bitchy.
Exactly.
Rodney says IHOP has all you can eat pancakes right now. And then he says he feels the same way about that. Okay. I have one problem with IHOP. The IHOP in our area is
Ew.
terrible.
Yeah, it's trash. It's full. I've never even been there and I know it's trash.
It's funny, me and Cupid, because like we had like a Perkins and like we had like all these things. And he was like, well, why don't we just go to IHOP? I was like, the reason why we don't go to IHOP is because IHOP as in general is like pretty good. Our IHOP is so terrible. And so I was like, you know what, we'll go to IHOP. We'll go to IHOP. We went to IHOP. My food was cold.
Ew.
My food was legitimately cold. His food looked gross. Okay? But you know what? I ate my cold food because I was hungry and it was IHOP. Any other place I would have been like, oh, can you please reheat it? Mm-mm. Not an IHOP.
Mm.
That IHOP that I'm talking about, Rodney, I went there with my mother, like when it first opened up, and there was syrup on the wall. Okay. We went back 3 years later, like just to like give it a try. There was still syrup on the wall in the same spot.
Mm. Yeah. No, don't go to IHOP in our town.
Yeah. Now, if there was another IHOP, like Denny's, like we don't have a Denny's.
No, we don't know.
I would go to a Denny's. I would not go IHOP. Oh, Rodney says that he loves the Colorado omelet from IHOP. What does that have in it?
I don't even know.
And the only reason why I mildly was okay with the IHOP experience was because I had pancakes that were basically cinnamon rolls. It had all the cinnamon roll stuff on it.
Oh, okay.
So it was basically dessert.
I don't like my breakfast to be like dessert.
Uh, then again, if I make a cake, the next morning I'm going to have cake for breakfast. I can promise
Okay.
you that. I love cake.
Cake is delicious.
But that's why, like, when I'm like being good weight wise, like, then I'm like, when I look at it, I'm like, it says pancakes. I'm like, no. I'm like, that's dessert.
Oh my god.
Right? Oh, I gotta get back in shape. Gotta get in shape again.
Yeah, I weighed myself yesterday. I lost a pound.
Yay! You might be plateauing, but I'm impressed. A pound is good.
Yeah, I haven't done anything like, which is great. Like I haven't been trying like exercising or trying to eat well, so I'm still okay. I'm in the clear for now.
Woohoo! Rodney says that the Colorado omelet is a hickory smoked chopped bacon, pork sausage, shredded beef, ham, fresh onions, and green peppers, and cheddar cheese with salsa on top.
And that's a lot, so I'm gonna pass.
That that is a lot. I might try it without the cheddar cheese. That's a lot. the only part that has me like a little like is the shredded beef. All the other stuff like the bacon, the pork sausage, ham, fresh onions, and green peppers. Like that sounds good. And you know what? I always use ketchup. So I feel like the salsa would actually be very good. Give it a little bit of spice, give it a little bit of flavor.
Not me. Nope.
Yeah. If only I had an IHOP in my area that was not garbage.
Yeah, 'cause I was like, good luck with that. Because you're asking for a miracle there.
Oh my gosh, IHOB. Do you remember that?
IHOP, yeah. The burgers.
Oh my gosh, did you see the video footage of like people reacting to Wendy's roast day? Oh, it was so good.
I remember that.
Oh my gosh, that was so great. Oh, all right. Oh no, it's not time yet. We're doing good on time for once. Yes.
Woo-woo.
All right. So with this upcoming week, my Christmas present, Cupid's going to take me to my Christmas present, which I don't know what it is. Originally, remember, it was supposed to be baking at Milk Bar.
Okay.
He changed his mind because he was like, then we're going to have to carry 2 cakes home from New York City. He's like, let's not do that. So he changed it. So I don't know what we're doing.
I don't think you guys will figure it out though.
Yeah, no. Like he bought tickets or like did what like we're supposed to like do this thing for my Christmas present. So I'm just like, I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, I'm sure you guys will figure it out.
No. Well, I mean, he's already done it. Like it's done. So I don't know. I don't know, but I will clue you in on whatever my Christmas present is.
Oh, please let us know.
Yes. So I don't know. And I'm excited because I finally have this weekend off. Because that's a thing. I worked last weekend and I'm tired. A little bit. So that's it about me. Oh, I'm going to read before we get back. I'm going to read at least 100% of the packet of these. So thank you, Miss Joy.
You're very welcome. I'm excited to give them to you.
Oh wait, did I say that Joy gave them to me? I think I did, right?
Mm-hmm. You did.
Yay! And then Joy, what do you plan on doing for the break? Look at this.
Probably watching more Netflix. Try to get into some more gaming, and then tackle some of these comic books I got.
Yeah. Ooh, you should look up if you can hack into your PlayStation Classic.
Yeah, I'm gonna try.
If it's anything like the NES, it's good. It's good. I like the hacking process. It's great. And
Yeah.
wait, what show would you be watching?
For
Netflix.
I'm about to be finished with season 1 of Dear White People, so that's great. I'm stuck between watching that or what's the other one? Grace and Frankie.
Oh,
Yeah, there's a lot of shows that my coworkers are like, please watch it, but I really got into Dear White People, so now I'm like, I'm gonna finish this show first.
oh my gosh. I never finished season 4 of Grace and Frankie, but it's a great show. It's a great show. Like I really enjoy it.
I've been told.
Yes, I will second that is really good. Rodney says that he says Joy, you are falling asleep, laugh out loud, and then he says Punisher season 2.
Sorry, yes, I'm sorry. I gotta also see Punisher. I gotta see Daredevil and all those shows too.
Yeah, yeah. I I'm just happy that Jessica Jones made the list for a third season. Thank goodness that the schedule was perfect for that.
Yeah, I have to watch Jessica Jones too because I was like, I'll watch it, and then I just never did.
I'm like, they did just enough work so that they couldn't cancel it.
Yep,
Yeah, get a third season to make up for that shitty second season.
I'll eventually watch it.
Yes, and Mr. Brownie says, and watch the documentary for the Fire Festival.
I did. I watched it on Netflix, but I didn't. I don't have Hulu, so I can't watch it on it. I'll just find the Hulu one online. I'll try. But yeah, the one on Netflix is sad. It made me sad. Very upsetting.
All right. So that was our show. Look at that.
Ooh, ooh.
High five. And then, as
Yeah.
always, we need to thank Mr. Rodney, our
Yes.
wonderful Rodinator.
Yes. Happy birthday again.
Oh, happy birthday, Rodney. And he says, I heard the Hulu one was better.
Oh yeah, I know. Uh, but I'm gonna try to find it on the internet.
Steal it. It's fine. It's fine.
Yeah.
As well as Lucas Carpenter. For thank you for joining us for a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Every little bit counts. All right. Outro music. Konnichiwa.
Konnichiwa, Oklahoma. Thank you guys for dealing with us and enjoying.
Happy birthday to Rodney. Happy birthday to Mr. Rodney. Birthday, Rodney, Rodney. Birthday, Rodney. We gotta play out last, that way you can laugh. Rodney. Oklahoma, Rodney. Happy birthday.